Hey everybody, it's Mike Broadhurst with the Broadhurst Group and the Carolina Realty Group. Today's October 25th and we're looking at Market Mondays for Bluffton, South Carolina. You know, it seems like every time I open up social media or the news, I'm seeing these three questions being asked about the real estate market. The first is the market slowing down? And the second one is, are prices going to start moving in the opposite direction? And of course, the third one that goes along with these two is, are interest rates going up? And if they do, how will they impact the market? So over the next 3 weeks, we're going to diverge from our weekly numbers and we're going to ask these three questions. This week, is the market slowing down? Let's go ahead and take that into consideration. You know, this question about the market slowing down really has two implications, and they are about weakening demand, and if we do have weakening demand, then that should mean that we should see softening prices. Now, as we take a look at these numbers this week, let's compare them to last year, and let's keep in mind that we have to take into consideration the extraordinary circumstances of COVID from last year. Remember, last year, real estate sales were severely impacted by the crisis, and thus COVID affected the real estate market in two distinct ways. It slowed down sales for the first 5 months of the year, but it simultaneously created pent-up demand so that when the restrictions were lifted here in South Carolina, May 22nd, we saw the market catch fire. Since September 1st of this year, we have had 195 new properties come to the market in the Bluffton 29910 zip code. During the same time, 270 properties have been put under contract. That means for every property that comes to the market, 1.38 properties are being sold. In other words, demand is greater than supply. How does that compare to last year during the same time? Well, 280 properties came to the market last year, and at the same time, 341 properties were put under contract. So, last year, we had more properties going under contract, and we had more properties coming to the market. Last year, we had 1.21 properties going under contract for every property that came on the market. Comparatively, the demand this year is greater than it was last year. That is 1.38 properties going under contract per each new listing compared to 1.21 last year. At the same time, the median sales price of a home here in Bluffton is $339,250, which is up 17% over the same time last year. The average selling price of a home in Bluffton over the past 60 days, listen to this, $386,250. The previous 60 days, $350,000. And the first two months of this year, $339,000. So it's pretty apparent that our values are not suffering. Our sales or our demand is up, even though the number of sales are down. So let's do a quick review of this week's report. Number one, yes, there are fewer sales occurring this year compared to last year. Number two, simultaneously, there's a lot less inventory coming to the market this year than there was last year. Number three, no, demand is not weakening in our market. And number four, that demand is reflected in our average sales prices, which seem to be going up on a monthly basis, which feeds into number five and is reflected in the median days on market, just 5, and the median list to sale price is 100%. So we continue to have a pretty healthy market here in Bluffton, South Carolina. I'm Mike Broadhurst of the Broadhurst Group and the Carolina Realty Group. Watch us next week and we'll keep you posted on our next question, and that has to do with values. See you then. Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.